Mark, are you happy to be in Prague again?
I love Prague. I'm really happy to be in Prague.
Yeah, been here
look,
4 or
it's
5 times.
Beautiful sunny weather. You can just feel the radiant heat coming down.
It almost feels like
fantastic.
summer.
You know, we started Civitas in Denver because we love to ski. We love the mountains. We love to be outside. And in 33 years, it's evolved to be a place that's attracting thousands of other talented, creative people because they too love that environment. So it's been a great place to be. I had been out in the field about 6 years before I started the office. And I knew at that point, because of some failures that I had created, that I wanted to make a difference. I didn't want to just do cool stuff. I wanted to do things that would matter to people. I felt from the very get-go that if you try to put creative people in a box, pretty soon their agenda is get out of the box. So you can't put them in a box. And second, if you tell them what to do, they'll do something else. And so that's not a very good solution either. Creative people all work in individual ways. That's probably a core definition of creativity, is you think and you act based on who you are as opposed to who you think you should be, or if there's posing in a creative behavior, it's intentional. And so we do pose. We pose to try and provoke. And that provocation, we play roles, we beat each other up, metaphorically speaking. We challenge each other a lot, but we're also incredibly silly. I'm the leader, but I don't tell people what to do.
That's cool.
I do not tell people what to do. I tell them what the issues are, I tell them how they should think about it, I challenge them to think differently than I do. You know, my grandfather was quite a character, and he used to say, if you always say what I say, why do I need you? Right? If you push to get yourself where you believe you can go, you're going to fail badly, and you're going to create problems with other people. You're going to extend yourself beyond your own grasp, find out that, you know what, I was stupid, or I was arrogant, or some form of my thinking or behavior caused me to crash. So you learn that that's a good process. So when I lost my son, it was terribly sad, and it's still sad every day. But he was such an incredible inspiration to everyone in the firm. He had Down syndrome and was the most personable person you could ever imagine. Lots of Angelenos don't realize that Los Angeles doesn't just have a river, they all call it the LA River, but Los Angeles is there because of the river, because that's where the water was. The original ditch runs right through downtown LA. Of course, it's long gone, but that downtown is there because as the river passed Elysian Park in the hills there, they were able to take a canal, a ditch off, and irrigate fields, which became downtown. The LA River is a lost resource. It's 51 miles long and tremendously powerful when it floods. People think that the LA River is covered in concrete because of urbanization, because of the increased rate of runoff from the pavement. That's not true. That's maybe only 15% of the problem. It's because the mountain basin is so big that when it rains in the mountains for 4 days, it creates a tremendous amount of water that comes down the river. So we were engaged for 2 years, a lot of public meetings with so many different agencies and stakeholders to ask a question: how could you make the river green again? How could you make it a positive thing for the city? Many different kinds of intelligence and disciplines were involved in that. And interestingly, I think we as a team saw the LA River as a cohesive system that had been broken or bounded, that we needed to unbundle it from what it was as a single-purpose system, a big drain, to a river, where water flows from the soil into the river, sinks down into the ground, plants grow, fish live, birds fly, etc. Frank Gehry has come along with a different approach. He's interested in the river as the story of water in Los Angeles. And that's a completely legitimate way of thinking about it, because the story of water in Los Angeles comes with all sorts of inequities and misguided policies and so on. And so you could look at the river as simply fixing a flood problem, or you could look at the river as a whole socioeconomic and even racial initiative that brought resources to some people and took it from others.